Mm-mm-mm. Just wait for you guys to come in. I'm chilling right now. Okay, let's see. Let me see if it's live on their Discord. There it is. Charts. That's not what I want to see. Obviously, I had to make buy-in. Good morning, Death Dealer. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, so they're still working on a lot of stuff. I see. What up, Ghost Hawk? Yo 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 yo. All right. Well. Yeah, they still got a little ways to go for sure. No. So the name of the stream is essentially watch out for scams, right? Watch out for crypto scams. And we're going to talk about a lot of these, right? I just want to bring awareness, you know? This is, I was saving this for a Saturday, right? When we get a lot of people in here. Because people need to understand that there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of scams out there, right? And it's not just with crypto. This could really translate into almost anything. So I figured this would be a really good and important, you know, stream to get that information out. I don't know when it's coming out, to be honest with you. It was supposed to come out next month. So we'll see what happens, right? We will see what happens. I mean, look, guys. At this point, you have to understand there is massive amounts of manipulation in all the markets right now. Not just crypto. Everything. These scummy centralized banks and their partners are doing everything they can to take everything down and buy it up for pennies on the dollar, okay? We're just kind of like caught in the crossfire. So understand that this is not normal. None of this is normal, okay? Please, 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 please understand that. It's very important that you understand that. There's nothing normal about this market right now. But it's fine because we're going to win. I'm not worried about it. You shouldn't be worried about it. Just do your due diligence and be smart, right? But even some of the people that were involved in some of this in the beginning are even starting to realize that, holy crap. Like, I was being a dick, and this is way worse than I expected. Yes, of course it's going to go back up eventually. Absolutely. I also feel like this is going to last longer than we think. I feel like it's a fluid moving situation, right? Like, this is a battle taking place for financial dominance over the centralized banks. So you need to understand that, we'll just say this, there's many of us, we're like the billion bees stinging an elephant, right? The elephant has the bags to absolutely crush us, yet we have the little stings to eventually take the elephant down. Does that make sense? Is that a good analogy? We're swarming, but we still, at this point, are picking away, right? Like it's pick. It just takes a long time for us to like fully take them down. Strength in numbers. And the only reason I would compare, us as bees to an elephant is because they have giant amounts of money. They have unlimited amounts of money. Had unlimited amounts of money. They won't have unlimited amounts of money soon. So, but we still have to play the game, right? I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, I'm down hundreds of thousands of dollars right now, guys. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm not worried about it. I know this is a long game. And because of the crazy market that we are in, just gotta wait it out, right? Buy those dips if you want. Personally, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just storing everything. I am hodling to an extreme right now, and I am staking everything I can. And just make some extra off the top, Yeah, there's 0 green. Press barkeep, like I've been saying, just understand this market is not natural. There is a massive war going on right now to keep us in a centralized, broken fiat system. So, don't worry, we're gonna win. I don't know if you missed the we're 1,000 or 1 billion bees trying to sting an elephant to take it down, right? It's gonna take time. It's not gonna be overnight. Oh, come on. Don't self-medicate. I mean, don't get me wrong. Go out and have fun. Have fun with your friends, Don't worry about this. Yes. But don't go to get drunk to try to forget about cryptocurrency. Don't do that. That's the wrong reason, right? Go out and hang out with your friends and get drunk to have fun, to have a good time. Press, I'm always going to push you in the right direction, right? I'm always going to give you some sort of information to make you understand. Whether you take it or not and listen is up to you. It's all good, man. Do what you gotta do. I got some beers in the fridge. As soon as it gets around 12 o'clock, I'm popping one of those bad boys because I need one. Maybe smashed. You're funny. Just be safe, Alcohol poisoning's real. Drink a lot of water too, And then all you're doing is you're pissing it out and you want to have a hangover tomorrow. What's going on, Manny? Yeah, I know it's East Coast over there. It's morning for us. But yeah, so when we get more people in here, I definitely want to talk about scams. Like, for one, guys, on Discord, I will never ask you to send me anything. I will never ask you to send me any crypto. I will never ask you to do anything. It was at 27 cents earlier, so it's actually going back up. And I will not ever give you any links unless it's in a specific location, right? I will never DM you with any links unless you ask for something. Just know that what people are doing is they're going to other people's Discords and they're pretending to be them. They'll make like one letter different. Instead of like DogeCoin Warrior being with all letters, they'll put a 0 as the O. And then they'll go in and they'll ask for your address or your information. And I'll send you some stuff, right? Just please, for the love of God, don't fall for that shit. I will never ask you for anything. And anybody that ever does, anybody that's ever trying to get you to click a link on Discord, on fucking Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, don't do it. Do not do it. They're usually phisher links and they will take your shit. You guys get this, right? I'm telling you, you got to be very, very careful. I would not doubt at this point, and I don't know this for a fact, that there are legit websites up saying that they'll give you merch and they'll have all this different stuff, and then you'll send them Dogecoin or something to that effect, and then they will scam the shit out of you. They will not send you anything. Like I said, I don't know this for a fact, but understand that these criminals, these scummy people, are not stupid people. They usually, people that want to cause bad intent are usually fairly intelligent people, and they want to do it because they know they can get away with it. If they've done it once, they'll do it twice, and if they've done it twice, they probably do it 100 times. So that's all I'm trying to say. Absolutely. And with crypto, it's so much easier because once you send it, there's no getting it back. There's no crypto police that are like, you need to get this back. We're gonna file charges on you. It doesn't work like that. Like, don't get me wrong, there has been some cases where there's been some major scammers that have taken a lot of Bitcoin, and they've had the FBI go after them. But that was because they were blatantly doing it with no regard at all. And they were being so sloppy about it that, of course, they got caught. The dude was doing it, like, in public. So, and, like, giving, like, real information, like, his real documents. Like, you think that's not going to catch up to you? Like, here's all my personal information, including, like, as far as going to, like, business licenses and like, social security card and stuff like that. And then literally taking millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin from people. And just being like, I got your Bitcoin, you can't do anything about it. Yeah, it's at 34. But we've gone lower. We've gone into almost the 20s. But please understand that even for this year, this is still technically a high for this year, right? Like, we're not that bad. But does what I'm saying make sense to you guys? Like, is it registering? Because there's a lot of scams out there. I mean, I can't tell you how many on my Instagram, on Discord, every day I get somebody trying to send me a scam link. Every freaking day. And of course, the more visual I'm in front of people, the more I try to get scammed. It's become pretty out of control lately. I'm not gonna lie at all. But I've been very smart. I've been very skillful in deflecting that. Sometimes, literally, just if you see something where it's like, "Hey, check out this," I don't even look at it. I don't even open it up. I just delete. You know, I just trust my instinct, whether it's something legit or not. Oh yeah, no, I get those. I get, you know which one I get the most on the phone calls? I get the student loan, like, reimbursement ones. we wanna reimburse your student loans. I'm like, I don't even have student loans. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, so I got a dude that's working on some logos for me, and he's sending a ton of shit. Jesus Christ, he's quick. Damn, this guy is like crazy quick. It's nuts. Yeah, sometimes I go along with the call and sometimes I don't. What's going on, Plaza? Hello. This is your Twitch account? Is this the Plaza Twitch account? How you doing this morning or this afternoon or wherever it is you're from? I don't even know where you're from. Where are you from, the real Plaza? I think you told me, but I totally forgot. Yeah, they do the same here, Ghost Talk. And it's so funny because it's so obvious that it's a scam, right? If you just pay attention for just a split second, you could be like, yeah, no, this is bullshit. Yeah, they do those exact same ones here. I have friends that are law enforcement, right? And I've been at work and gotten those calls before and answered. And like we'll just say this. The owner of my company is former FBI, right? And so I just hand the phone off to him. And then I have him like go through his spiel and scare the shit out of him. Yeah, it's entertaining. I've actually had a couple friends that are FBI. They're good people, and a lot of those agencies, I'll just say this, there's a lot of good people in it. It's just usually the ones at the top kind of suck. Because I've known a lot of them, and most of them are pretty good. Yeah, I have my phone set now where if your phone number is not in my phone, it just immediately goes to voicemail. And I like that. I mean, it's down a lot. This is market manipulation, guys. 100% across the board, market manipulation. I mean, we're down to 1.48 trillion. So, but Dogecoin went back up to 7 or 6. I mean, it was at 7. So that's good. XRP's been doing some weird stuff. Cardano's still doing good. BNB's doing good. Ethereum's down way more than Bitcoin, but that's because they're feeding into Bitcoin more than anything. Sorry, I'm getting messages from the token owner of another token. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those situations where nothing about this market is normal, and you guys need to understand that. Don't let this freak you out. But I would say this, if you're on Twitter and people are trying to send you links, just report them. If you're on our Discord and people are sending you links, please report them to me or any of the mods. Also, if you are getting them anywhere. What? I did and I didn't. I didn't go into the settings and activate it yet. Yeah, Manny's got the sword. I mean, nobody can post links in here anyways. Just because it's straight up just only. It's because I'm multi-streaming, and I'm using regular Explorer. Explorer works better. Google Chrome tends to lag when you have multiple windows open. I've done it a few times and it causes problems. Well, we're in a new realm, Plaza, because I installed the app on Google Chrome. Chrome just has too much shit to it, and it runs with way too many resources. Basically, how I'm running this right now, this is using 10% of my PC's processing power, 10 to 20. If I have Chrome open, it's a new version. What's it called? It's the newer one, the brand new one. Yeah, Google Chrome will put my processes up to like fucking like 45%. Edge, that's what it is. It's Edge. Yeah, Chrome puts my processes up. Yeah. Don't worry, I have plenty of firewalls and all kinds of good stuff like that. I have to turn off like 2 of my firewalls to even get online. It won't even allow me to go online unless I have them off. So like if I go into quarantine mode, I can go into quarantine mode and I can get anything off my computer that's not supposed to be here. No, I have a decent processor. It's because I'm running a ton of stuff. Like you guys understand, anytime I'm streaming, I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 programs. And I actually have more on than that. No, I have a decent processor. I mean, this is a gaming computer. This is like a fairly top of the line gaming computer. So it's just the issue is Google Chrome tends to crash out for me, and it causes too many resources to be used. So oh, I decided to stream a long time ago. I started streaming 2010, 10. I can't remember exactly. But I started streaming playing video games. Long time ago. Very long time ago. I actually like Edge, honestly. It works very well for what I need it for. Thanks. Yeah, no, I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I've done podcasts and stuff like that, and I've been talking to people for a long time. Streaming for me is like I've kind of explained it in the past. Like I'm very introverted, but I'm also like a highly intuitive empath. So being around too many people is not my favorite. So being online and talking to people like this, I mean, I've been doing it forever, and it's comfortable for me. I love talking to people, love it, but I love talking to people on the internet. Not a huge fan of talking to people in person. Yeah. Have fun, Bress. Please be careful, okay? Have a good time though at your pool party. Remember, drink some water in between chugging. Chug, drink water, chug, drink water. You'll thank me tomorrow when you wake up and you're like, oh, thank God I drank some of that water. Yeah. No, I mean, I look, I enjoy, like what we talked about on the stream yesterday, right? Like I've been at the bottom, and I understand what it feels like to be in a lot of different situations. So I can relate to a lot of people. And that's how I when I hear stories, I relate to them, right? That's just kind of how I put my interpretation in it, and then I can give feedback on that relation. Because not everybody has the same story, and most people don't, you know? But when you can tie that to a feeling of something that you've been through, that helps you go, oh yeah, wow, I know how that felt, you know? It's how I can energetically put myself in your situation. Therefore, I can assist the best I can, right? Obviously, I'm not a therapist, but you know, like I said, I do what I can. I would never give anybody crazy information like go do this, try this. Like no, just common sense stuff, right? But sometimes people they don't hear the common sense unless somebody else tells them. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I try to do, right? I try to instill what I've learned in my life, my lessons, my experiences to help other people. Because that's all we can truly do, right? Is don't do what I've done, learn from me. Sometimes you need to do it though. You know, life is an experience. It's many, many experiences actually. And some of them are good, some of them are bad, but ultimately every one of them is a lesson. Some you're gonna go through and be like, wow, I really needed that, and some you're gonna be like, why the hell did I need that? But what you don't know is that it builds your character, it builds up who you are, even in very tragic events. Like it builds up your armor, right? It makes you stronger. So don't ever think that it's anybody punishing you, or that you know it's one of those things where you have no control, because the control is mental. Obviously, in like certain situations, that doesn't really apply, like abusive situations. But once you learn that you're in an abusive situation, then you're like, wow, I need to get out of this, or I need to take control of this. You know, like you can only be a victim for so long before you start building up your armor. I mean, I'll say that when I was younger, I was in a very abusive relationship. Not physically abusive, but mentally abusive. And I developed a very unhealthy habit of shutting down when I was being abused. And it didn't work for me. At the time it worked for me, but later in my life, that was a bad habit that I had, right? And I had to break that habit. And I still have like 1% remnants of it, but it's something that's really hard to get rid of, right? Where you literally just physically take yourself out of the entire situation. You can't hear, you can't see, you just go off into your own little happy place. Some of us has to create those things to get away. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's got the passion that they're very, they feel very strong about. Maddox definitely down a lot today. Jesus. We were at $2 3 days ago. That's crazy. But this isn't DogeCoin Warrior therapy session. I just try to give you little bits and pieces, right? I really, really want to stress the importance of this, not... Oh, wow. Yeah, you have to trust the process. How you doing, Matt? Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you know what I've really noticed? It's kind of funny, but I've noticed this in just this channel, right? Like, when crypto is booming, this channel's going nuts, right? What, we would have like 60 to 100 people in here. When crypto's down, nobody wants to even talk about it. They don't want to look at it. They're like, I'm just over it right now. I'm just going to go do something else, right? It's your retirement fund. I mean, it's going to do fantastic, so I get it. But do you notice that, Manny? You notice that when the market's really down, we got nobody in here, but when the market's going good, we have tons of people in here? It's kind of funny. And I have no problem with it. Like, guys, I'm happy if I'm talking to 3 of you or 20 of you, right? Like, I just don't care. Yeah. 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 And it's fine. I'm completely fine with it. Yeah. No, I appreciate that, like sorry, I'm just getting messages. Oh, for sure. Just keep holding. If you want to buy the dips, I mean, look, if I had a lot of extra money to buy more Dogecoin right now, this is like the ideal time, right? I mean, these are fantastic dips. Um, I would, but I'm at the point now where I'm just like chilling. Yeah, man, he's a mod. He's a full mod. He's a mod on Discord and in here. Yeah, so it's Riddler, Manny, and Steph, as well as Nifty. Nifty's like head mod. He is the real Plaza. But yeah, it's very interesting that because all this is down, that nobody even wants to look at it. Where I'm like, I'm still like, I'm all about it. Do you guys understand that in probably like 2 months, we're going to look at these dips and everything that we went through and we're going to laugh at it, right? Oh my god, everybody was so scared, man. My account was down so much, like holy crap, all my wallets, like it looked like I had nothing. It's so funny. Anyway, we're just gonna be swimming in money, right? Like, just imagine that next year, sheep could be like one of the big takeoffs, like one of the big ones that really just blasts off. And we have tons, if you guys did buy into it. Like, I have tons. The fact that if she went to 1 cent, I would lose my mind. I would have so much money. 1 cent. 1 cent only. It's insane. And who knows what that thing could do? It could do $20. And I could immediately become a billionaire. Like that. Like, not skip all the hundreds of millions, right? No, like billionaire, like that. That's crazy. I'm just talking about sheep right now, right? Like, this is in the future. Dogecoin, if it goes to $6, I'm a millionaire. Actually, less than that. Couple bucks, and I'm a millionaire. So it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. And so many of these others. Yeah, exactly, Plaza. I mean, you guys understand that I'm down hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands. You don't see me sitting here going, oh my god, we're screwed. Because we're not. We're not. We're not screwed at all. Wait, what? We're not screwed. We're not screwed at all. Well, that you have to set for yourself, Plaza. So, like, I have my outs, right? Like, I have certain numbers set of where if it hits this much, I take out this percentage, right? And if it hits this much more, I take out that percentage, and so on and so forth. And it's usually in like 10% increments, right? Because you just don't know what the hell it's going to do. So anything that I'm going to get out of like completely, I'm not going to get out of completely. Like if I take my cuts, it's going to be in 10% increments. Because at that point, it's going to be hard for me to take it out in general. Like even just on crypto.com, you can only take out $50,000 a few times a year. Like it's like up to $1 million. You can take out $1 million a year out of your account on crypto.com as of now. I have a feeling that's going to change when shit really hits high, right? So it's one of those situations where if I have massive amounts, like I'm gonna have to work with them and like broker out to like pay a certain amount of fees to like move stuff out, right? Because look, if you took 30 or 40% out and then a week later your gains of what you still have in there doubled, you'd be like, oh my god, I wish I only took 10% out, right? Yeah, I actually have Pi. Look, that's a thing in the future, right? Um, it's just fun. It just goes in the background. You tap it once a day. Who gives a shit? Is it really putting you out to like turn your phone on one time a day and like push the button? If they create an exchange and it's worth real money at some point in the future, I have a ton of them. So, you know, if it's just something, so type in exclamation point Pi Plaza, and you can sign up. It's an app that's on your phone, and it's like a networking app, right? It's created by some PhD students at a college, and it's free. They have a wallet that they've created. Eventually, they're going to make an exchange. They have like you can do minor editing to like code inside the app. It's pretty cool. And there you go. You can sign up right there. You have to have an invite to get in. Of course, it has a lot of unknown, but you're not losing anything. Like, if you were paying in to use it, then yeah, that would be an issue, right? For sure. But you're not. It's literally free. It's like playing Angry Birds on your phone, right? Except you don't have to do it but one time. Push that mining button. That's it. I agree. It's kind of like a social experiment, but it's so simple. It's so easy. So why not do it? Because you don't know what it's going to be a year, 2 years from now, you know? You don't know if they're going to create an exchange, and all of a sudden you have like 12,000 Pi, and they're like, oh, hey, by the way, that's worth like $17,000. What? You know? I'm fine with it. Look, we have Google that is in everything that we do, okay? Google knows everything about you. So if an app knows a little bit, who cares? You just keep up your two-factor authentication with all your stuff and you'll be fine, you know? I'm not saying that you're bad for being leery about it and doing your due diligence and stuff like that, right? Like there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm not saying that you're bad at all for looking into it, but I know a ton of people that are doing it and they've looked into it pretty heavily and they still do it. So, I mean, if anybody comes to me and says, "Hey, like I got screwed on here, something happened, this and this," oh, I'd immediately delete it. But I've had zero, bad interactions with it. In fact, I've met people on there talking in the chat and stuff. There's like legit good people on there, smart people. I'd never click a link on there. Tell you that. It's a network, right? It's just a network. and it's potentially earning you something that who knows what it would be in the future. But the fact that I only have to open it up once a day, click it, that's it. Whatever, it's doing its thing. I don't care. I think it's entertaining. But yeah. So I don't know if you guys have followed Steve Hart on Twitter, but he's been making some really cool stuff. I never asked him to do any of this stuff. I might game tonight, actually. He made me this yesterday. This dude is awesome. Yeah. But he's working on some images for me. Very talented, and he messes with a lot of people. He's like a ultimate meme creator. Okay, like this dude's got legit talent. So feel free to follow him. He's got like no followers. We definitely need to get the word out, right? Good dude. He makes tons of memes. And he just he started making stuff for me without me even asking, and just out of nowhere. I was like, oh, all right, cool. But yeah, we might play some games tonight. What would you guys want to watch? What games? I do have a playtest I'm doing tomorrow with Blue Drake for his new game that he's making. That's like multiple games. It's all first-person shooters. It's World War I, 2, Vietnam, and a tactical modern shooter all in one game. It's super cool. And I don't know if you guys knew who Blue Drake 42 is, but he was a huge Battlefield gamer back in the day. He's been a YouTuber for a long time. He's also a game developer, and he has his own gaming company, Blue Drake Studios. And they're making a really cool game. I've been playing it. It's kind of like Squad, but with everything all in one game. And they're developing it right now. And the only way you can get in is if you go through their Patreon. But it will be free in the future, in a year or so. It'll be completely free. And open source as well. So you can create your own mods for it. If they like the mods, they will add them to the game as extra content. So yeah, super cool. Open source gaming development. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? And the dude's really smart, and he looks into a lot of different stuff, including pixel technology and or not pixel, but what is it? What are they called? What is it when you have the little nodes? It's not pixels. Wow, I can't think right now. But it's where you can have massive worlds that are very detailed, but because it's they're held together with these nodes. EverQuest was making a world with it, where you could create and build. EverQuest Next or something like that. I don't remember what they're called, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you never know. I mean, but either way. Oof, what the hell is Bitcoin doing right now? Jesus. No. I've had people ask me, and it honestly could be done so quick. I do not have the time to deal with that. I don't have the time to deal with that. Not even remotely. And the only coin I would ever make if I was to make one, which is 0.1%, would literally be called a warrior coin, right? And all it would do is give back to veterans. Thank you for the follow. It definitely seems like we could be dipping a little bit further. I have said in the last week that we could go down into the 20s, 20K or so. How you doing, that MOBA player? Welcome. But nobody should be upset about this. Like, yeah, your gains are down, but like, this is correcting the market. But it's already happening right now with the coin that we're going to be interviewing the owner tomorrow, if she's up for it. That the name is unfortunately very terrible for what it's doing, but it has really good meaning behind it, right? I mean, everything's alive. It's just low. That's all it is. It's all alive. Look, we had a big spike here, and then we came down. It's like, it's all doing its thing. Thank you for the follow, that MOBA player. They're all alive. They're just low, right? They're low for the 24-hour. Most of them are low for the 7-day. Oh, I get it. Yeah. I mean, guys, last week when we did this, last weekend, yeah, that one, ancient. We were at 10,003. Look at it, we're at 10,150 now. We've gone up almost 150 different tokens or coins in 1 week. In a year from now, this is going to be like 20,000. You understand that, right? And out of those 20,000, 40% of these things are going to be scams. Or maybe not scams, but they're just going to fail, right? Easily, 40% of these. If we ever go through a real market crash, like a real one where like this goes to back to like $1,000, you understand that most of these are literally just going to dry up like that. They're going to be gone. Everybody's going to go, oh shit, back off this. It's not worth anything. Because what was originally $1,000 would be like 2 cents, you know? Understand that the main market cap of Bitcoin dictates all, right? So this thing really, if it does crash out, all of these lose value, all of them. But I still believe this needs to happen to a point where then the real ones that can shine will actually take their positions where they should be. And that's when I believe this will go to either 3 or 4, you know, and stay there, if not 2 or 1, depending on the event. I do feel at one point we will see Ethereum at the top and Dogecoin right below it. I do feel like that's going to happen in the future. I don't know if it'll stay like that for a very long time, but it will happen. And then Bitcoin will go down, it will come back up, and then, you know, we're just going to go through this crazy little cycle. So, please understand that there's new money coming into this, there's old money coming into this, and nothing about this is normal. This is a correction for the most part. I mean, guys, look, we're going to zoom out to the 1 hour, right? Actually, we'll go to the day. So this is October, November, December 2020, going into January 1st, right here. This is January 1st right here. That was $28,987, all-time high, right? Then we had the big spike by the 8th, 33,000, right? We're right now at 34,349. So we're at the all-time high that was January 8th, okay? 2021. We're just above it right now. This is a correction for the most part. It's still manipulated correction, but it's a correction. Just because in those last few months we've grown this much, to have a 50% rebound from the beginning of the year, actually almost 100, it's like a 90% rebound correction, is not crazy. It's not crazy. It's drastic, but it's not crazy. You guys understand this, right? Does that make sense to you? Look at what it had been doing for the years prior, you know? Look. COVID started what? We'll say we went into lockdown. It was like it was March of 2020, right? So February, March, right here. Bitcoin was only $8,000 when we went into lockdown. And at one point it really, really dipped, which was right here. This is when it crashed out to like 4,000. On some exchanges, it went even lower. You know? Like, understand that this... Yeah. Like, straight up, guys. I mean, look, I'm never going to tell you when you should buy or what you should buy, but I would say if I was going to do it, I would probably do it today. I would do a certain percent today, and then I would wait to see what's going on tomorrow. If it goes down another 10% or so, then I would buy in tomorrow too. You know, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? It's not financial advice, but you know, like, could the dip go even lower? Absolutely, because this morning, I mean, we were at what on the 1 minute. This morning we we're up here, right? At like 36,000. Now we're down to the 33s. Right? So why would you put all in right now? It could go to 28,000, right? And then you're like, fuck, I could have got a really good deal. So that's why you just go in increments. 10, 15, 30, whatever you want to do. So, you know, yeah, you're welcome. I mean, it's just, look, it's not financial advice. It's just, that's what I would do, right? That's just common sense at this point. But yeah, it's just smart to do it that way. And once you understand that Bitcoin dictates the entire market, unfortunately, everything's going to go down, right? Like Doge is at what? 28.91 right now. What's it at on my exchange? On my exchange, still a little bit higher usually. Yeah, see, it's 29.2. Still, that's a freaking deal. That's a steal, right? Always. That's what always happens. So you gotta be understanding how the market works, right? Like, everything's on sale right now. Like, honestly, this is what you might want to invest in, right? Some of that, that, even this. Don't sleep on the chain. I'm telling you right now. I actually might get some more VeChain, to be honest with you. I have more than I would ever need of Sheeb. There's no reason you can get any more. Pancake Swap's down a lot. That was up really good a couple months ago. So, look, everything's on sale, guys. Just think about it that way, okay? Just straight up. Everything's on the fire sale. What else do I need to say? Oh, they will. They will, absolutely. I mean, we already know that a lot of the AMC crowd, when they get all their attendees from destroying the hedge funds, they're all going into crypto. All of them. And a lot of them are going to go into DogeCoin. Oh, did you? Nice. Yeah, I stake it all. They're all staked. I never even did the supercharger thing. I mean, it's already down. I mean, where were we at 5 days ago? Come on. So 5 days ago, 29. Yeah, we're about where we were, right? But I mean, even just on the 20th, $1.80. 16th, we're at $2.30. I mean, going to the 1 minute mark, but you know, like here, $1.41, $1.45. You know, when's the last time we were at $2? I mean, we've been taking this roller coaster for a minute, right? Go to the 30 minute. Huh. I thought we went up. Yeah, here it is. No, that's not it. I could have swore we went up to $2 at some point, right? There it is. Yeah, right here. So this was the high. That was the all-time high right there. And that was at $2.47. So the fact that it's still only at $1.36 and such a low with the overall market, that's still really good. If you see it at $1, I wouldn't hesitate to jump in on it. If you see it go below $1, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, right? Because it's gone below a couple times. Right here, when we had that big dump off, May 23rd, it went just to $1. So, right here, just below $1, right? On April 23rd. So, it's been doing very good though, in general. But that makes sense, right? Like, if you guys look at the charts, you kind of understand, like, what's going on. Yeah, it's been interesting seeing all this stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff that's down. Mana's down below $1. Raven's really down. Digibyte's down. I should be mining right now is what I should be doing. I have a even, oh yeah, this is really down. Yeah, I honestly should be mining right now, but I'm not. XLM, wouldn't hesitate to buy more of that. Like, you guys just gotta, you know, do your due diligence, right? Research into what you would buy into, what you would see as being a lower end. I mean, if you see Bitcoin going down 5% today or more, just know that you're going to get everything on sale. I mean, we're at 28.79 for Doge right now. I still think it's going to be different on my exchange, right? But we're in the 28.95 now. That's low. It's super low. I only mine it. I do not invest in it. We kind of read a report on it yesterday that was a little interesting. That the lawsuit that's going on is a little bit more than a lot of people think. I mean, look, the whales are losing money. At the same time, they're able to gain more money back in these lows. So, do I think that they're completely worried? No. I mean, they have so much money. Because if you think they're only in crypto, you're fooling yourself, right? They're in everything. They're all over the place. So they have money coming in and out of Wall Street, going into this, like it's just all over the place. Probably massive corporations, there's a lot more to it than you think. Banks, literally banks, like financial institutes, hedge funds. These people got big boy and big girl money, okay? These are like $1 trillion corporations. Like if they wanted to, they could go all in and absolutely destroy us, but they will lose a lot of money in the process. And that's a risk that they're not willing to take. So that's why they do it in increments, right? They're the elephant trying to swipe off the billions of bee stings. Eventually they will fail and we will take them down. You just got to keep that mindset, Manifest it. It will happen. I mean, I'm down almost 50K today. Just today, I'm down almost $50,000. Oh well. It's gonna go back up. So, I'm just chilling, chillaxing. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. If not a billionaire. No, I do not. For pain, when I was doing a lot of my training, I would do edibles to be able to sleep. So, yes, I did that. But no, I don't smoke. I can't smoke. I have very sensitive lungs. Well, yeah, my entire deal is just get enough to live comfortably, which is not a lot. I don't need a lot. I want to move to Texas or at least someplace nice. Get a small little house. I don't need anything stupid. And then the rest, I'm going to set up charities and help people around the world, Yeah. I mean, because I'm very spiritual, I can't take too much, I guess you could say medications in that sense. Like it kind of disconnects me and I don't like that. I like to be grounded. And I definitely feel sometimes like I get disconnected when I take too many things to synthetically calm me down or make me relax. Like the one thing I want you guys to understand, okay, we're going to get in a little bit of a place that it's going to be uncomfortable for some people, but I need you guys to understand this, that, especially for men, I know a lot of you guys are men, right? Like you're men or you're young men or you're going to be men, right? Like, so there's a stigma in manhood. Even, unfortunately, it's taught through society of man up. Don't be a wussy. Don't show your emotions. Hide your feelings. Hide your emotions. And it is beat the hell into us, right? It truly is. One of the things that you're not taught, and it's for a reason, is that through emotion is how you deal with things. So if you just bottle up those emotions, man, I sound like a fucking therapist. You're going to have massive issues. You're going to have problems. You have to deal with those emotions to understand who you are, how to deal with yourself emotionally. Bottling up emotions is the worst thing you can do. I'm telling you. And I learned that becoming more spiritual, because that helps you ground yourself. It helps you connect to others. It helps you open up your heart, you know? I'm serious. I'm dead serious. That's what it's like. It's like the food pyramid, right? Everybody thinks that the food pyramid was created this is going to be rabbit hole-y, but that the food pyramid was created to make you have a balanced diet, right? It's actually upside down. It's completely wrong. It actually keeps you sick in the medical industry and not doing what you're supposed to do for your body. Yeah, absolutely. You learn a lot about mental health as you get older. Like, so I'm trying to get as many people as I can to follow me on Twitter, because I want to start spaces that are called mental health awareness. I've been through it myself. I have lots of friends that have been through it, and I feel like I could help people out by talking to them. I mean, I can do it with you guys on here. Why can't I do it on there, right? Where people can really truly come up and show who they are and explain like what's going on. I'm not a therapist by all means, but you guys understand that I can help people, right? Like it's in my nature to help people. I'm a healer. Yeah, you got autoimmune disease, taking painkillers, I guess in my head, and think a lot about it. Yeah, exactly. Um, so it's very unfortunate that the medical industry is designed to keep you sick, right? It is trillions of dollars to keep you sick. That's why if you just do the most basic research, like most doctors, when you go to a hospital, they are designed to work on trauma, right? Trauma. If you got stabbed, if you got shot, if you have certain illnesses wrong with you that are kind of extreme. Yeah. Absolutely. The other issue is that you have the people that are really good for like diagnosing disease and stuff like that. You notice that it kind of goes into more of the not traditional medicine where a lot of the real breakthroughs are happening. It's not in the pharmaceuticals. It's outside of that. It's in the more holistic healing, energetic healing. There was a massive study done in Japan years ago where they would get people that were terminally ill, right? And they would do a practice called gratitude, and they would surround them, and they would have them chant it, and they would chant it around them. And it wasn't please heal me or take this illness away or like I don't want to be sick. It was literally in gratitude. It was thank you for the healing, thank you for healing this person, thank you for showing your healing powers. All of us combined are very grateful. And they did this, and these people would literally get healed. This was energetic healing. And I'm telling you, it sounds crazy, it sounds woo-woo, but it's real. And it works. They've done studies on it. There's scientific proof behind this. Of course, they will never release it because, of course, who controls the medical industry, right? I mean, you can look up Dr. Sebi created the cure for cancer, one of them. Dr. Algiers created the other cure for cancer. What did they do to both of them? They killed them. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on this. Okay, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole, but you get it. Yeah, I mean, I just said it. I know 2 people that have found the cure for cancer. Maybe not all forms of cancer, but they're out there. Yeah. Yeah, look, Energy is very, very powerful, guys. It's true, Manny. It's very true. But you also can help people if it's directed with the right energy, right? Like, guys, intent is everything. Intent is everything. Okay? If your intent is to make money and fuck people over, yeah, you may still make the money, but you're going to have a terrible life. You're going to have obstacles that are going to just smack you down. It may take a while for them to kick in, but they will. If you have intent to do good things, in most cases, that will happen. That abundance will happen for you to create this positive energy. And it's not through, I need it now. It's through your overall intent, right? That is more powerful than anything. Yes, and I agree. Yep, I agree. Yeah, I'm agreeing with everything that you say, Manny. I just wanted to clarify for some people, right? Yeah, well, there's a lot of things changing in this planet right now. Like, guys, even just not in America alone, okay? The way I see what's happening right now is certain events are taking place where you have a good amount of people. Like, let's just say in every country you have 60% of people waking up because of the frequency raising, right? And then that other 40% of people, it's going to take a massive jolt to truly wake them up. Truly wake them up. And that's what we're going through right now. So what looks like chaos and division and just all out like craziness, like, oh my God, everything's bad, is to wake everybody else up. It's to jolt them through trauma. Does it make sense? I believe in God. I don't go to church. I don't practice any particular religion. I'm just spiritual, you know? Yeah, absolutely. The rebound's going to be insane for crypto. Yeah, yeah. No, I get you, Manny. I mean, you'll probably have more money than that. You know? But yeah, I feel like Brave Star, the rebound's going to be insane. It's going to be nuts. People are going to be like, holy crap. It's just we're in a situation right now, like with the inflation in the US and everything going on, and like all the political BS going on. Like, this is a pantomime, okay? It is literally a pantomime to wake up the rest, because everybody else is awake. It's just trying to get that last little bit, and we're not going to get everybody. You're going to probably 10-15% of people will just never wake up, and they're unfortunately kind of like the cannon fodder, right? Like, they're the example, not what to be, right? But that's their purpose, is to show you, you know, this is what you don't want to be. Everybody has a purpose, right? Whether it's good or bad, it all equals out to a positive purpose. It's just like the concept of like, I don't want to get into that. That would probably get me taken off here. We're not going to talk about that. Sorry. It's just certain things I can't say, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look, I've persuaded so many people to get in crypto at this point. It's insane. Like, trust me, I got a lot of people that are like good friends of mine that are like, what did I do? And I'm like, just, if you don't sell, you haven't lost. Just please, just rely on the information I give you and just sit back. Just, you come back to me in a year and you can either say F you or you can pat me on the shoulder. That's it. And I'm pretty sure 90% of those people that didn't sell are going to pat me on the shoulder. Yeah. You know, like I have, at this point, it's not in the hundreds, it's in the thousands. So Yeah, like that's a huge risk for me to take, right? If I didn't believe in this as strongly as I believe in it, I don't feel like it led anybody in the wrong direction. Yeah, and look, you're getting in at a crazy time, MOBA. Like, understand that you're coming in the most, like, you're coming into a party where like you didn't just come in the beginning where everybody was like chilling and like drinking a couple sodas before they like started doing coke heroin and like doing beer bong vodka fucking shots, right? Like you came in when all the drugs were out on the table and people were obliterated out of their mind and they're doing beer bongs of vodka. Okay? That's what you walked into. Cuz just a few months ago, 5 months ago, this is a whole different market, you know? So like just keep that understanding. And the fact that you're having fun in it right now, oh man, when it goes back to the highs of highs that we've had, you're going to be like, "Holy crap, this is nuts." Or 3. Like, just look, the one thing that I try to do for you guys when I explain things is I want to paint you a picture. This is the way I always describe things. I want you to visualize what I'm talking about. Because when you can do that, you'll get it 100 times more than if I went into some bullshit technical analysis that some of these people do, right? I'm not that guy. I will paint you the picture and you will understand it. That's how I work. Don't regret not listening. Look, I started mining Bitcoin in 2016, and I was gonna put $20,000 into Bitcoin in 2016, and I was told by my ex not to. She said it's probably a bad idea. You shouldn't do it. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That's probably right. I'm gonna wait a while, right? And in my spiritual, like in a meditation one day, I understood that if I would have got into it at that point, I would have been a millionaire very, very quick, right? Because I would have kept going into it. Trust me, at that time I was making good money, and it was like I wasn't going to be putting in like a little bit. I was going to be going all in, like 100K type stuff, right? So at this point, I would already be a billionaire. Like, hi, DogeCoin Warrior, the billionaire. And I would not be the same person I am today. I would have not gone through the experiences and the pain that I had to go through, right? The learning experiences. I would have been I would probably be a douchebag. Just flat out, I would probably be a douchebag. And I would never want to be that. That's not who I am. So I didn't get into it. And even to this day, like, I'm not upset at my ex for telling me not to get into it. She guided me in the right direction, right? Like, you have to look at everything with, like, that mentality, right? If you didn't get in it at that time, it was because you weren't supposed to. Does that make sense? Yeah, I mean, that's great. Look, Ethereum, I feel, is going to do great things. We all know Dogecoin. Dogecoin's going to go nuts. So, yeah, you came in at the right time. Yeah, it's fine. There's no problem with that, though. You know? Hey, that's a pretty good portfolio, Manny. I mean, let's just be honest. Manny listens to me. He understands my passion. He understands what I feel um, that I feel is going to make us money, right? And he does his due diligence. I know he researches and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, type in exclamation point wallet. You can see everything I'm invested in. I have a ton of investments, and I'm invested in AMC now. That's a slippery slope, right? That's a slippery slope. Personally, kind of sketched out to do it myself. Well, I know a lot of you guys do, but I'm just saying. I tell you what I do. If you want to follow, that's all on you, right? I'm not leading anybody down the wrong path, but yeah, I bought 12. I bought 12. It's $17, and I'm not upset. Not even a little bit. Yeah, I honestly bought in just to support their cause. And I might get more. If it goes into another dip, I'll probably get a lot more. I'm I'm at a point now where I've invested so much money into this stuff that I'm kind of like, I'm taking a little bit of a back seat, you know? I put in a lot in the last 5 months, like a lot. And so to not put myself in a bad position, I'm just like, all right, no, I'm just going to chill now. I'm going to let my money work for me. Did you? Oh, nice. Well, I mean, I honestly did it to support them. I've always said from the get-go, like, I don't trust stocks. I don't believe in stocks. I know at some point the stock market is going to completely come down. So hopefully these people get their tendies out, which I feel like they will because they're very in tune with what's going on, right? They'll get their tendies out and they'll put it in crypto, and they'll be good. I just don't believe in the stock market. It's not going to completely go away, but it'll come down at some point. No, not 20K. Could it go to like 28K? Yeah, there's a possibility. But I don't see it going below 20K. No way. No freaking way. There's no way Bitcoin's going to go below 20K. That would be insane. That would not happen. I could not see that. They would not allow that to happen, to be honest with you. People will start pumping it. Because you understand when when the market really started going down, a lot of people sold. I mean, everything's down right now. Plaza. Like, everything's down. I can't, look. Let's see. Because people have been pumping some of these coins too, I feel like when it comes up, a lot of these are going to be nuts. Bonfire is, yeah, it's negative 20 right now. So that's not looking so hot, right? So I got into crypto. I started mining in 2016. I mined Bitcoin and a little bit of Ethereum, and I did that off and on for a while. And then in 2018, I started mining some other coins. And then 2020, I started mining, whatchamacallit, DogeCoin. And I was like, all right, this is kind of cool. I didn't quite want to like start investing yet. So I was like, kind of figure this out. And then very early in the beginning of this year, I just had this gut feeling like I need to get in crypto. And so I got in right when, basically the very beginning of January 2nd or 3rd is when I made my account. And by the 8th, I was investing. Like my money, my hard-earned money into crypto. And I went in pretty big for certain things. I got into Doge at 3 and 4 cents. So I definitely felt like I got in right when it was good to get in, right? Could I have gotten in like Doge and invested like $20,000 when it was like a fraction of a cent and would already be a millionaire right now? Absolutely. Was I supposed to do that? Clearly not. So everything's working out the way it was supposed to, right? I think if I would have got in investing my own money, say 3 years ago, I wouldn't be the same person. I would have way too much money. And so it's one of those situations where everything happened the way it was supposed to. It was like the perfect storm came together. Like, don't get me wrong, I saw the hints way before, like last year in December, November, even all the way into July. Like, I saw the hints. Like, everywhere I looked, there was like crypto this, crypto that. And I was still doing my mining, and I was like, I would have those thoughts where I'm like, should I put my money in this? Should I not? I don't know how bad things are gonna get. I don't know how long we're gonna be in this pandemic. I don't know, right? So it was a lot of like me fighting myself. Even though I was being shown the signs that I should get into it, I still held off. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I got in when I felt I should get in. But does that answer your question, Brave Star? I know I kind of went in like a roundabout like explanation, but what's a pro? I mean, what's a pro? A person that has an opinion, right? That's been in it for a long time. What's that saying? What's an opinion? Opinion's like an asshole. Everybody has one, right? I love that saying. I love it. Who's to say what a pro is? I use intuition to do everything I do in crypto. I do look at charts and I do a little bit of charting, but 90% of what I do is all intuition. It's looking at patterns. You know? Pattern recognition is 100% what is going to make you money in this, as well as doing your due diligence and understanding what you're doing. Research, pattern recognition, knowing a little bit about charting, and just doing what you're supposed to do as far as trusting your gut and not using your emotions. That's how you become successful in anything. I just gave you the key to life. Besides relationships, you got to put emotions in relationships. But seriously, like that is that is essentially how you operate, right? Like, and a lot of people just don't get it. They like, what? They will. You know? Definitely one of those situations where I feel this is going to take over. Crypto. What did you say? It gave 3 stars, so I don't know what you're saying. I'm on crypto.com. Binance. Oh, okay. So I have Coinbase, crypto.com, Webull, Trust Wallet, MetaMask, Exodus. Am I missing something? Okay, that's the 8 platforms that I'm on. So yeah. Yeah, VeChain will do great. ADA will do great. I don't know too much about Sol, but I've heard it's been doing good. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's just like you have to at some point you need to trust your gut, right? If you guys aren't fully spiritual. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got lots. Well, I do mining too. So, I'm a miner, so I have Exodus for mining and then others, you know? Because I keep a lot of my cold storage on certain wallets too. I honestly move stuff all around to keep it safe. And you should too. So I'm very, very intuitive. I'm a clairvoyant and I'm an empath. So If you guys want to understand who I am, if you really truly want to understand who I am, and please do not, the name, it has a very unfortunate name, but it will make sense when you actually listen. Here, I'll get you a video, okay? I have a video that I want you to watch. I don't think I can play this on here because I'm pretty sure it would get me banned or copy striked or something. And please don't take this literally, okay? And you guys can figure out if you're one too. But we all have purpose here, right? We're all here on this planet at this time. A lot of us have been here many times. So this video right here explains a lot about me. If you watch this and look at the signs, you'll notice that this kind of fits me to a key, okay? And I've been told by numerous people, this is what I am. And no, you're not angelic. It's not like that. We're still human, right? Why does XRP, XRP, XRP? Why is it XRP, XRP? It almost seems like they should just have it be XRP. They don't need the, like, we know the acronym is XRP. So that's kind of stupid. I don't know why they did that. They're doing some weird stuff on this site. They're still like updating a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I just want you guys to kind of understand that portion of it, right? Like, I have a purpose here. And that's why things are happening as they're happening, why they're happening, how they're happening. And we all are a part of this overall, right? The collective. Well, don't use your, in any kind of investing, trading, don't use your emotions, all right? I mean, not really, yo-yo. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, right? I cannot tell you what to do because I have a platform. But what I can say is what I do. Intuition told me, Brave Star. Yeah, that's what I said. Intuition. I saw the value that this carried. So I've been in the solar and electrical industry for years, right? In 2008, I called the crash before it happened, okay? I am not a financial person, okay? Like I said, I'm very intuitive. So put it this way, okay? In 2008, I saw the crash coming. I saw what was happening with the housing bubble and everything. And I'm not a financial person. So for me to start picking up on those nuances of what was going on, I called it out. And I told so many people that this was coming and nobody believed me. Even my boss that I worked for at the time, I said, dude, there is a massive crash coming right now. And it's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect everything that we do. And my boss was like, well, what's going to happen afterwards? And I said, it's going to recover, but we're going to go through a transformation. People are going to wake up to how bad the industry truly is as far as like the markets and everything. And he was like, okay. And then when it happened, the crash happened, he immediately looked at me and went, how did you know this? And I said, I told you, I had intuition, straight up. And I had a lot of people, you know, on social media and stuff that were contacting me going, were you a part of this? Like, how did you know this was coming? Like, what is going on? And I had some interesting calls where people would just call me and there'd be like breathing on the line. And I was like, oh God, like, are they trying to spook me out right now? Like, do they think I have like some kind of knowledge that I knew this was coming? Like, what's going on, right? And what my boss did is we lost everything, right? We lost all our work, everything. And my boss paid me for 1.5 years to work on his house, to keep me working. Who does that? I was the only one. The rest of our company got completely laid off. But because I warned him and he did saved safe measures to protect his assets, he's like, look, man, I'll give you a year and a half. I will pay you. We'll figure it out. I redid his backyard. I built him a fence. I redid his entire inside of his house. I did all of his garage, built shelves and stacked everything, painted his house. For a year and a half, I worked on his house. I helped his mom move stuff around. I worked for his family. This dude kept me working for a year and a half with zero income coming in. You know? So it was one of those things where he believed in everything that I told him, and he saved his assets. He protected his company, his business. And then after that, you know, like he moved into a different direction. I moved into a different direction. So when I say that I have these intuitive abilities, like I'm not joking around, right? Now, do I know everything? No, not at all. But it's intuition, right? And if you follow your intuition and you listen like I do, it's going to guide you in the right direction. Now, it may guide you in a direction, excuse me, that you don't want to go. You'll feel like, oh God, why did I do this? But it's because you had to learn a lesson, right? You had this experience that you had to go through. Does that make sense? Sometimes I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm trying to paint you a picture of why I do the things I do. But I knew this was coming, and it screwed a lot of people over. And what came of that is this, is the whole moral of the story. Whoever the real creator of Bitcoin is, which we don't know who it is, right? We have no clue. We think we know, but we don't. The creator of Bitcoin created Bitcoin to make a checkmate on the financial system. Because in 2008, if you guys weren't around, or you weren't alive, or you weren't paying attention, there was massive bubbles happening in the housing market and in all of financial, right? And this was created on purpose. This was a purposeful situation. And what happened next is the government bailed out all these institutions that completely screwed everybody over. Therefore, somebody said, we need to create a digital asset that is outside the centralized system. And that's where decentralized DeFi came in play. And this was the very first one. You're welcome. You know? You're 16 miles north of the wall, surrounded by ancient countryside. That's awesome. Thank you for the follow. It's for yours. I appreciate it. You guys get what I'm saying, right? You understand where I'm coming from, how I operate, like... No, Agent, don't, look, I'm going to say this, okay? You don't know me. Please understand that when the market goes down, and you understand that we were at $64,000 Bitcoin just a month and a half ago, right? And now we're at 34,000. That takes down the entire market. And a lot of those quote unquote ish coins are tiny fractions compared to this. So when this goes down, those go down. When this goes back up, because of how much money people have been pumping into those are going to go back up. Like, this is a positivity, like, this channel is not glass half full or glass half empty. This is glass full and overflowing from the brim positivity here, right? So please understand that coming in here, okay? all I'm going to do is push positive energy towards you. Your quote unquote statement that you just made is completely inaccurate, in my opinion. That's all I'm going to say. And don't get me wrong, some of the projects out there are terrible, right? They're out there to take advantage of you. But if it's a project that you felt like you believed in, then you should probably still keep believing in it. If they haven't pulled the rug yet, in this situation, this market that we're in, they're probably not going to. Just saying, okay? Because this isn't even a real crash. This is a correction with manipulation in the market. A real crash is like when the stock market crashes, all this is going to crash too, right? No. Look, please understand that I'm trying to give you the facts of that. Bitcoin dictates all, right? So when Bitcoin's down very heavy, everything else goes down. And when you're investing in smaller tokens and or lower yield coins with higher market, or lower market cap and a higher circulation supply, then you're going to be dealing with very low lows. You do understand that, right? Like, they could be, Bravestar. Yeah, look, I'm trying to, like, I'm pushing my positive energy at you. I'm going to tell you right now, Agent Board, this channel is not about the numbers, right? I don't give a shit if there's 1,000 people in here or 10 people in here, but you cannot have that negative attitude in this channel. It will not work, because I will only try to show you the positivity 1 or 2 times, and then I'm just going to start ignoring you, okay? Because we really try to push positivity here, right? And you're going to have your own feelings. I get it. Look, you're going to have your own opinions, your own feelings towards it, but please understand that this is a positive channel, okay? So if you're going to come in here and start talking crap about all the different coins and that you're unhappy with the choices that you made, this is not the channel for you, okay? But if you listen to me and understand what I'm trying to explain to people and why this stuff is happening, and if you just, look, you only lose if you sell. Because if you went in for, say, Dogecoin at 40 cents and we're now sitting at, the 20s, and you sold at the 20s, but you went in for the 40s, oh, guess what? You lost. But when it goes back up, you'll be fine. And this is not this, but it's just common damn sense, right? It's common sense. So if you're putting your emotion behind this and saying that you failed or you lost or the ship's sinking, would you stay on the ship till it sinks? This isn't the channel for you, my friend. Because no, common sense dictates all. If a ship's sinking, you figure out how the hell to save your ass, which is a complete different situation. This isn't a sinking ship. This is a market that is going through a change. Like, I feel like I'm putting too much energy into this, right? I'm not trying to talk crap about you, but I'm singling you out because of the things you're saying, okay? I will single you out in that sense. So you can either understand what I'm saying or you can just find a new channel, right? Of course it's going to boom again. Absolutely. Coinbase listing has not even happened yet. Elon has not even announced when they're going to add, that you can buy a Tesla with Doge. This is coming. I promise you this is coming. He's already hinted to it. The Starlink has not even been announced that they're going to start mining nodes with Starlink. None of that's happened yet. That is going to make Dogecoin skyrocket. Then you have all the other specific events, massive corporations coming into it, Amazon, PayPal creating a wallet so you can pull your Dogecoin out with fiat. Like, guys, we're still at the very bottom of the things that are going to happen. Look, I understand that the press is out there to get you to sell your coins, okay? This is happening right now. Mainstream media is trying to do everything they can because they're pushed by the bankers to get you to sell. Don't fall for it. Yes, they probably will at some point. If not, they will adopt the ones that are already existing as far as, to economically stabilize their country. Because look, fiat does not work anymore. Okay? It is too manipulated. It is too controlled. And especially here in America, it's printed. Loaned to us at a price. They print it for free. 98% of it is digital, created on a computer, and that we owe money because that digital creation is a fucking Ponzi scheme. It is a straight up Ponzi scheme. Think about it, okay? I'm the Bank of Greg. Hello, DogeCoin Warrior. You're now part of the Bank of Greg. You have no say in it. It's just how it works, okay? Now, I'm going to loan you all the smaller banks of Greg. The Bank of Manny. Hey, Manny, I'm going to give you $1 billion, okay? That you can loan out to all these other people. But on that $1 billion, I need you to pay me 30% every 10 years. But I'm going to just keep loaning you out money. And the 30% or the 20% or the 15% is just going to keep accumulating. And then it's going to be called perpetual debt that you can never pay off. Guess what? Now I own you. Manny, I own you now. I'm sorry. It happened. But this system cannot sustain itself for forever. And that's what we're going through right now. It's changing. And this is not just here in America. This is all over the world. Manny's like, shit. Does it make sense? That is like the easiest cookie cutter way that I can explain what the hell's been going on to us for years. That's how it works. A bunch of shitty people loan countries money at an interest that can never be paid off, and then we're taxed on it. So look, I know I'm getting kind of passionate about this, and this is kind of going in a direction that I really don't want to go, but I don't believe in fiat anymore at all. It is a scam. I can take the dollar bills that are in my wallet right now and I can wipe my ass with them, and that's what they're worth. Just saying, I'm just letting you know. And a lot of these countries are starting to realize this, especially because now we're going into higher inflation here in America, and it's been happening in a lot of other countries. Your money is not worth what it was because it's losing value because they're printing so much of it that it can't keep up. And then what happens? It gets devalued. And then, the whole thing with the Fed and all, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. This is the checkmate to it. All of this. Maybe not all of it, but a good portion of it is the checkmate. And that's why they're doing everything in their power to make this look red across the board. If you understand what I'm saying and you hear what I'm saying, just type a 1 in the chat, okay? There's 11 of you in here. If you understand what I'm saying, please type a 1 in the chat. So I get that you understand what I'm trying to articulate to you. Yeah, of course it was. That's what we're dealing with. This is what's going to change. And this isn't the only thing. Crypto is not like the end all be all. It's not going to be the very last thing that comes about, right? There's going to be other iterations of it in the future. But right now, this is what we got. Please don't call me a master. I'm not your master. I know you're joking around, but I'm not your master. Don't ever put me on a pedestal. I'm just a person trying to help people out. I'm not a god. I'm not a guru. I'm not a master. I'm not a commander. I'm just a Doge Warrior. Okay. I'm gonna get some more water real quick though, because I've been talking a lot and my throat's getting dry. Ever had any stolen? You're talking about crypto? No, I haven't had any stolen yet. What I have done is in the past, trying to transfer from wallet to wallet when I was mining, I lost. I lost a good amount. The wallets weren't as reliable as they are now. We'll just put it this way, right? I got screwed, guys. I got screwed. I almost don't like telling this story because it's a little sad. So I've had 3 Coinbase accounts. Okay, 3. When I was mining Bitcoin back in 2016, I mined a decent amount of it. It was on a Coinbase account. It was through an email that I had set that up on that was AIM. Do you remember AIM? AOL? Instant Messenger? That is no longer in existence? AIM? So I had just kind of let that account go. And I had Bitcoins on it. And Ethereum. And at one point, I was working a ton. I was out in the fields and I was working crazy amounts. I did not see that the announcement came out that they were shutting down the AIM email system. I had no clue. And so one day I went to log in and there had been I think it was a vulnerability with Coinbase, right? So they wanted you to update your security and your password. I no longer had access to that email. I don't. So I've tried for a year now to try to get in that account. It is gone. I will never be able to get into it. I've contacted Coinbase. It's gone. So, boo-hoo. So I've lost stuff. And somewhere in the world, if it hasn't been completely destroyed, is a flash drive that has like 40 Ethereum on it from way back in the day when I was mining it. Lost, gone forever. Have not found it. So no, I've never had anything stolen from me, but man, have I lost a lot. It's a lot of money. I won't tell you how many Bitcoins are in that account, but that is a major fail. So F's in the chat for my lost account and my lost flash drive. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. It's just gone. It's burnt, essentially. It's just like tossing it into a volcano. Yes, you get taxed. Of course, you get taxed. Look, anything in crypto, any sell that you do in crypto, please understand this, guys. Any sell in crypto is a taxable event, okay? Anything. So you got to be careful with what you're doing. Be strategic, be smart, right? So if you sell at a loss, you're not only incurring the loss, but you're incurring the tax on the loss. Now, Manny, do you understand how important it is not to sell at a loss? Oh, no. It does. There's many wallets out there that are lost forever. There's wallets that are even massive wallets that are sitting with hundreds of millions of freaking dollars of stuff that haven't been touched in years. You can go look them up. There's a Doge wallet that hasn't been touched since, I think, 2015. Like, it's just hasn't been touched. And everybody's pretty convinced that that wallet is lost. And it's got like $40 million worth of Doge in it. No, that's different. So, like, for instance, I have this sexy little beast right here, right? This is my crypto.com Ruby Steel card. I load money on it and I can use it to, do stuff with, right? Just purchase things. That I'm not going to get taxed on. That's totally different because I'm loading the fiat onto the card. Yeah, that's very true. Right, Evander. Yeah, that's very, very true. So it's just one of those situations where you gotta be careful, Do your due diligence. Be smart about it. Yeah. Yeah, and he'll never be able to get that back. Done. Gone. Forever. That's why it's very important when you make these accounts, you write down that passphrase, and on top of that, you make multiple, and then you keep them at very safe locations. Because if you have one, you should at least have three, and have them at very safe locations. And look, I have 8 different wallets. I have to have those really cleanly written out, categorized, which ones they're part of, And then on top of having the 8 separate wallets, then I have 2 cold storage wallets for each. So I have Coinbase, I have Coinbase cold storage, I have crypto cold storage. So technically, I have 10 wallets that I deal with. I have 10 passphrases that I have to remember. Like, I have all this crap. It's seed phrases. It's for getting access to your stuff. No, it's usually if it's over a certain amount of money that you get taxed a lot on. Like, I'll probably get taxed on some pretty good sells that I made. Oh well, it is what it is. I do store a lot in cold storage. I mean, it's controlled by you, right? So you guys need to do research on what is a custodial wallet versus what is cold storage, right? So custodial wallet is, yes, it's yours, but you don't have the actual keys. So like, for instance, if crypto.com, which they would never do, but if they were just like, oh, wait, screw everybody, we're just shutting it all down. Well, guess what? You just lost all that. So if you take and put your crypto on the cold storage wallet, you have the keys. Does that make sense? So custodial is they're storing it for you. Cold storage is you're storing it with your own keys. That's why it's really important for Robinhood to have the wallet come out, because then everybody gets their keys for their crypto. That's why it's so important. That's why everybody wants it. Not only that, but you can transfer it around, use it, and so on and so forth, right? Never gonna happen. Coinbase won't shut down. Crypto.com won't shut down. Binance won't shut down. Robinhood most likely won't shut down. A lot of these exchanges won't shut down. They have way too much money in it. They would get sued across the board. They would lose everything. Spend the rest of their lives in jail for fraud. Like, not worth it, right? Yeah, you can, but you're going to pay a tax on whatever you transfer. Understand that, Plaza. The fuck is that? What's the Resinoshi? What? Question mark? What are you talking about? Llama. But yeah, you guys need to understand how important that stuff is. So when you have a wallet, right? Say, for instance, if I'm transferring mining from my Exodus wallet to either my crypto.com or my Coinbase or wherever I need to move it, right? So you would go to whatever it is that you're trying to send. Say it's DogeCoin, right, on my Exodus wallet. So I would go to send, and then I would go to my Coinbase wallet, my cold storage, and I would hit receive, right? And I would copy the receive, and then I'd go back to my send on my Exodus, and I would put that address in there. And sometimes if you're transferring certain kinds, you have to put codes. Sometimes. You always have to put the wallet address, but sometimes they'll make you put codes, so you got to pay attention to that. I have lost money that way. Crypto that way, shall I say. And then you want to make sure that everything is in place and how much you're sending. Understand that if you have to send a certain amount, there is going to be a fee for every time you send. So you want to send a little bit over so that fee is covered. And you should know the fees. It varies, but you should know them. And then you hit send, and then it'll go into a pending send order. And then a cold storage wallet is a wallet where you can take your crypto that is in a custodial wallet and put it into a wallet that you control the keys with, that you can essentially move it wherever you want. At a fee, of course. Anytime you move crypto, it's going to be at a fee. So always understand that. You're going to incur fees anywhere you move crypto, whether it's cold storage, custodial, or just a regular wallet. Yeah, there's tons of fees. It's just how it is right now. We're still early in this thing, right? I believe that this one's going to take care of the fee situation, as well as this one, possibly this one. XLM, VeChain might too. Harmony One is definitely going to take care of fees eventually. There's going to be fee management, right? Right now, Ethereum is probably one of the most expensive to send anywhere. Anything that's on the Ethereum network, to swap it, to move it, is stupid amounts of money to move. At one point when Ethereum was really, really booming, so if I wanted to move, say, 3 Ethereum out of my wallet to another wallet, it's going to cost me 1.5 Ethereum to move it. Do you understand how stupid that is? That's what Ethereum 2.0 is going to fix, hopefully. I literally went to go send my friend some Ethereum, and it was going to cost me more by like 50%. So I was going to send 100% to my friend, and it was going to cost me 150% to move it to my friend. That was stupid. It was stupid. It was absolutely dumb. I was like, I'm not doing this. Just to give you this amount for a payment, I'm not doing this. I will send you anything else. It's not going to be Ethereum. And then I figured a workaround, but it's just like, it's so dumb, you know? No. ETH 2.0 is just Ethereum updated in code. It's not, you don't need to get a different Ethereum. Please understand that. It's not like a different coin. It's just upgraded to the code that will make it function much better. It is and it isn't. For like the tokens, for sure, yes. No, we're not sure, Manny. It was supposed to be next month on the 20th, but it might be pushed back again. Because it was supposed to be last month, then it was supposed to be April, then it was supposed to be June, and I don't know if it'll go into July. I heard August possibly. Like, I've heard like 30 different people say different things, so I don't know. Couldn't tell you. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of those situations where, right now we have to deal with fees until there's a solution that comes out to fix that. Are we going back up a little bit? No, we're still saying around 33, 34. Huh. Yeah, we're doing some interesting movement. We might have a little bit of an upswing here. So if you guys have ever messed around with charting, right, you start to get this parallel upward moving, right? Or let's see, let me delete that. So they call it like this effect, right? Oh, come on, why are you doing this? It's ascending triangles, where it's moving upwards, right? In an upward trend. So eventually it will continue to go upwards, and then you could have a spike. So if you look at that, right? So, but there's a chance it could go really far like this. We could go like this for a while. Just draw it out real quick. This spikes down, up, down, blah, 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 blah. And then eventually, we could have that happen, or a few, But if you notice, it is starting to move in an upwards trend. So we could be getting close to a spike. I know this looks like scribble right now, but it does have meaning behind it. I promise you. If you guys have been looking at the charts enough, you'll start to understand it, right? I mean, you could put it out into like a much bigger. Unfortunately, because there's a lot of money in it, and a lot of financial people are coming in it with a lot of money to be able to manipulate it. I mean, let's be honest. Elon can manipulate the market too. He's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of followers. But I believe that's partially manipulated when he does certain things. I think they push it to look even more manipulated because let's just be honest, there's a lot of people out there that want to hurt Elon. And don't get me wrong, he's not the end all be all, right, guys? Like he's not a god to me or anything like that, right? But I know that overall he wants to help the people, and I appreciate that, and I understand his cause, right? So yeah, of course they could, Plaza. They could absolutely come up with a better method, and Bitcoin could become very stable. There could be a new Bitcoin created that is so energy efficient that they would have to adopt it to even survive. I love VeChain. I've always said VeChain is going to do good at some point. It's been doing decent, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's going to do real good. Just type in exclamation point wallet and you can see everything I'm invested in. Yeah, the future's gonna be great. Yeah, you can see we have an awesome Discord, we have an awesome community here, exclamation point Discord, exclamation point wallet, exclamation point YouTube. I'm multi-streaming on YouTube right now. I mean, I'm only working right now because I got bored sitting at home and surfing every day. And then I got into I retired in 2019 from the solar industry. So I already have enough money to sit at home. But I put myself in a situation now where I'm kind of obligated to stay in this for a while. So yeah. Follow my Twitter, exclamation point Twitter. Trying to get 600 followers on Twitter so that I can start doing spaces to help people with mental health, I think it's very important, especially in this kind of market, right, where most people are freaking out. Thank you, Manny. There's no reason to freak out right now. But I'm probably gonna get off here in 8 minutes because I need to eat and do some things. I got a little bit more laundry I got to do. Yeah, this has been a fun stream. We've talked about a lot of stuff, but I just want to circle back to. Oh God, I hate using that term. I want to go back to what we were talking about in the beginning, right? Yeah, I got an adult for sure. Just pay attention to people trying to scam you, okay? I swear I will never ask you for any money, ever. I will never ask you to send me anything. Never, 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 never. I know the thing comes up on here. If you want to support the channel, you can, and all that crap. But I will never physically DM you and say, hey, dude, can you send me 1,000 Dogecoin, please? I'll love you forever, and I'll give you back 10,000 in a week. I will never say that crap. I will never put you in a situation where you can lose any of your stuff. So you have to do your own due diligence to make sure that somebody isn't trying to do that to you, okay? On any of these platforms. There's so many scummy people out there. So you just gotta be very, very careful, okay? Thank you, Bracer. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love doing this stuff. I love streaming. I truly love streaming. And I've always said it. I don't care if it's with 2 people or 1,000. On SNL night, we had hundreds of people in here. It got crazy. I think we got up to almost 500 people in here. It was nuts. No, you don't have to send me anything. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. We're probably going to be interviewing the owner of Queef Token. That's such an unfortunate name. Great cause, awesome stuff behind it. Very unfortunate name. So that's going to happen. And then next week at some point, we're going to interview Nick Papadoge, one of the Dogecoin developers. I got to figure out what day. That's going to be an awesome interview. I'm going to ask him about the smart contracts, and we're going to pick his brain about merchant onboarding and stuff like that, because he's also involved in that. He does a lot of the stuff on a lot of that. But yeah. So yeah. It's going to be fantastical. But yeah, we're going to get off here. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. Thank you very much. And we'll be on tomorrow, and we'll be talking with the Queef Token. She's super nice. The owner is very, very nice. Super, super sweet woman. Has a great cause. So we'll go through that. And yeah, you're very welcome. And as always, have a wonderful day, evening, morning, or night. And I'm out of here. I gotta go adult. I will be back on tomorrow.